Good evening from Bangladesh. Hello everyone who are watching this show around the world. Thank you again for everyone who are joining today and who will be joined in very soon. Thank you very much. This is Toufiq Zohur speaking as a host. Today our episode number is 129 and title of our program today is The World of Poetry Recitations in Poet Voice Part 38. Today, 30 October, now it is in Bangladesh time 9 p.m. evening. Thank you very much. The sky of poetry is one, though the poet lives around the world, but their thinking thoughts are same. So today we have invited 10 poets from 10 countries around the world. They are joining one by one. And now I am starting my program. So, first of all, I am inviting our honorable poet, Ashraf Aboul-Yazid. I think there is a electricity problem, but we can do continuously our program, no problem. First of all, I am inviting our honorable poet, Ashraf Aboul-Yazid, who is from Egypt. Now I am introducing one of the honorable poet who is from Egypt. He is Mr. Ashraf Aboul-Yazid. He is a poet, journalist, editor. The world literature knows him with honor as his great contribution of poetry anthology, the Silk Road Literature Series, which anthology is publishing since 2016. He is the editor of this anthology. Around world, poet and poetess shown honor when his name announced. He got many prestigious awards from different platforms from world. He published 40 books. Now I am inviting Honorable Poet Ashraf Abul Yazid to present his first poem today. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I cannot hear your voice. I cannot hear your voice. Please unmute your phone. No, I cannot hear. No, we cannot hear your voice. No, no, no, we cannot hear. No, no. I think there is a, I think Ashraf sir, there is a network problem. So please you leave the studio and again enter. You leave the studio and again enter. Then I think it will be okay. Okay. You just leave the studio and again enter. Thank you very much. Now I am inviting poetess Leanne Hunt from USA, United States of America. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from California, USA. She is Leanne Hunt. She grew up in the Midwest and now lives in Orange County, California. She is a regular at the Two Idiot Peddling Poetry Reading at the Ugly Mug in Orange. Her poem has been published in Cultural Weekly, Spill Away Honey and Lime, and Lullaby of Teeth, an anthology of Southern California poets. She published a blog of writing prompts and apologies at lianehunt.com. Now I am inviting poetess Leanne Hunt to present her first poem today. Thank you.
The gingerbread house speaks out. Yes, I know I was made to be tempting. Gingerbread walls and cake roof to lure the hungry inside a cage. But you are no different as you stand before a mirror, choosing which powders to polish your surface, to hide the bottomless nights within, to entice whatever is looking for a reason to enter the day. Can you blame beauty for what lies within, without acknowledging that nothing exists solely by itself? The heart of the matter is was hunger. All life feeds on life. I housed a witch, true, but all those who fed upon me broke off pieces of my flesh to fill their emptiness. So I invited them inside, let their laughter and cries rattle silence back into dusty corners, their famined fingers plump into feast. Let their small bodies stoke my hearth and light an old woman's face. Do not blame me for my sweet exterior, glazed eyes, or fiery oven. I saw a future in which we were all fed.
Thank you very much, Leanne Hunt, for your beautiful starting. Ashraf sir, do you hear me? Please unmute your phone. No, I cannot hear your voice. I think there is a network problem. Now I am inviting poetess Irina Shulgina from Russia. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess, world famous singer, vocal teacher who is from Russia. She is Irina Shulgina. She is the member of the International Union of Writers and Performers. More than 300 songs have been written in different genres, hymns which are performed by soloists and groups from different regions of Russia. There are copyright discs on the basis of the author's musical night cafe and folk musical Siberian Tale, Faith, Hope, Love, Sister were created with the support of the Ministry of Culture of the Krasnoyarsk territory. Her publications are music collections in the folk style, Dewdrop, and a collection of romance. I am embroidering the days, the soul sing, voice from the sky, poems and song are published in literary collections in Russia and abroad. Her name found in Encyclopedia of Siberia and the Far East and the Encyclopedia of Poems and Prose of the 21st century writers of the Russian world. Now I am inviting poetess Irina Shulgina to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Добрый вечер. Hello. Мне очень приятно, что мы вновь с вами встретились. И хотела бы немножечко рассказать о том, что я пишу с 12 лет песни и стихи, и у каждого моего стихотворения есть мелодия. И если вы не возражаете, я начну немножечко напевая свои стихи. Я пою. Я спою тебе то, что еще не пела, о мечтах и о светлой чистой любви. Я скажу тебе то, что еще не успела. Цвет любви моей ты, я прошу, лови. Позови, позови, я бесспорно отвечу. Обними, я в объятиях растаю твоих. Буду ждать с нетерпением вновь нашей встречи. Все будет только для нас, для двоих. Ну а дальше я продолжу. Позови, позови, я бесспорно отвечу. Обними, я в объятиях растаю твоих. Буду ждать с нетерпением вновь нашей встречи. Все вокруг будет только для нас, для двоих. Никогда я еще себе не позволяла свои чувства творить, словно нежный цветок. Я тогда ничего о любви не знала. Это словно весеннего ветра глоток. Может быть, это только мое вдохновение от того, что на сердце бушует весна. Может быть, через время наступит прозрение. А сейчас я пою. Мне, увы, не до сна. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shulgina Irina, for your
Now,
beautiful starting. Thank you very much.
yes,
So, Ashraf sir, can you hear me? Ashraf
I
sir,
think
can you?
so. It
Thank
is.
you, thank you, thank
Yes,
you very
yes, I
much.
can.
Yes,
It
yes.
is.
Now
Yeah,
I
I
am
am talking now
inviting.
another
Now
thing.
I am in. Okay, sir. Thank you. Now I am inviting Ashraf Aboul-Yazid, sir, from Egypt. Now I am introducing one of the honorable poet who is from Egypt. He is Mr. Ashraf Aboul-Yazid. He is a poet, journalist, editor. The world literature knows him with honor as his great contribution of poetry anthology, the Silk Road Literature Series, which anthology is publishing since 2016. He is the editor of this anthology. Around world, poet and poetess shown honor when his name announced. He got many prestigious awards from different platforms from world. He published 40 books. Now I am inviting Honorable Poet Ashraf Aboul-Yazid to present his first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tawfiq. Thank you, Tawfiq. I am reading a poem entitled Like a Butterfly Inventing the Spring. Seagulls come back and butterflies return in their seasons, but the flower cut by the hands of the winds in the last winter will never come back. The last winter carried the butterfly on its wings, leaving its coldness creeping in the soul, tortured by absence. The last winter was as short as a skirt of joy, as long as the weeping, leaving the phrases of sadness in the notebook of hearts. The plains could be similar to her green heart. The sun may look like her smile, or it could be like a butterfly inventing the spring, but nothing is similar to its departure. And if you permit me, I will read it in Arabic. ذاكرة الفراشات مثل فراشة غارقة تتأرجح فوق جناحيها روح تدفعها نحو سماء الماء والحياة. كنت هناك. ينبت حواليك بستان عيون فوق شجر الشهوات. كنت هناك أغمض عيني فأراك. لست لدي ما يرون. لست المملوءة بالبهجة. لست الملتفة بالحزن. لست المتحدثة ولست الصامتة. لست الراقصة أو الساكنة. لست المروية أو العطشة. لست الحاضرة ولست الغائبة. لست أنت ولست أنا. لم تكوني سوى امرأة رسمتها على جدار كهف جنوبي قبل مليون عام. Thank you.
Thank you very much, poet Ashraf Aboul-Yazid sir, for your beautiful starting. Now I am inviting Turkan Ergor from Turkey. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from Turkey. She is Turkan Ergor. She is a poetess, writer, sociologist, philosopher, columnist, ambassador for peace, and world peace icon. She is award winner Turkish writer. She has won many awards and recognitions from various institutions and organizations abroad. She is the role model for all her writers' friends in worldwide. She is a prominent writer from Turkey, and her article and poem have been effective about life and environment. Turkan has been honored from writers forum, motivational strips, and leading literary institution of the Indian government, Gujarat Sahitya Academy, under the state government of Gujarat. She has also received some prestigious awards around the globe. She has published a bilingual poetry book. Title of the book is Ring Word Kalimeler. She is the president of UHE in Turkey. She is the member of WNWU, that is Union of Writers of the World in Kazakhstan. She was named International Best Author Writer 2021, Best Poet 2021. Her Poems have been published in different languages around the world. Paramount Sultan of the Philippines, His Majesty Sultan Murad S. Umpa, and His Majesty Sultan Ali Ampaso Umpa, giving her a title, Princess. Now I am inviting poetess Turkan Ergor to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me, my brothers Toufiq Zohur and Hasanur Rahman Samon. Um, Turkish of my poem. Çok şey öğrendim hayattan. Çok şey öğrendim bu hayattan. Bazı şeylerin değişken olduğunu, güvenilmez olduğunu, bazı şeylerin göründüğü gibi olmadığını. Çok şey öğrendim bu hayattan. İyiliğin en büyük kazanç olduğunu, kalbin iyilikle huzur bulduğunu, hayatın karmaşık olduğunu, bazen anlaşılmaz olduğunu. Çok şey öğrendim bu hayattan, öğrendim bu hayatın geçici olduğunu. English of my poem. I learned a lot from this life. I learned a lot of from this life. That some things are variable. That some things are unreliable. That some things aren't as they seem. I learned a lot from this life. That goodness is the greatest gain. That our hearts have found peace with kindness. That life is complicated. That life is incomprehensible. I learned a lot of from this life. I learned that this life is temporary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Turkan Ergor, for your beautiful starting. Thank you very much. Now I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz from Chile. Now I am introducing one of the important poet who is from Chile. He is Cristian Romero Diaz. He is a poet, writer, artist, chef, and voice of his own radio show, Vivir es Sentir. He has participated in several anthologies of different countries, La Barça del Papel, Poesía de Post Vanguardia, and Races del Alma, for name a few one. He also interviewed in 2014 by the journal La Voz Hispana and New York newspaper in 2021 for Police Magazino, Greek Magazino. He has been participated in different festivals around the world such as Paper Fiber Fest, Festival Concha de Lage very successfully. His poem has been translated into different languages such as English, Italian, Portuguese, and Greek. He published his first book in 2050, Una los Nacienti. In 2016, he was declared illustrious citizen by his native city. He received in 2020 and 2022 Cesar Vallejo Award, El Agulia de Oro, the Golden Eagle, and El Escudo de Plata, the Silver Shield Award in 2021 for his literary excellence, and designated as a president of the UHE, that is Union Hispano Mundial de Escritores, and president as well of a thousand mines of Mexico, Mil Mentes por Mexico, in Chile. Recently, he organized very successfully a reunion of UHE named El Almanacui del Buen Dichir. Now, I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz to present his first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, my dear brother Toufiq Zohur. It is an unbelievable and unimaginable privilege to be here in the middle of all this amazing talent. And I'm grateful and I feel truly honored. And my first poem says like this, and it's called Finding Sparkles. So many lights go along in our lives. The independence of the red and blue souls have happened over this existence, mortal and human, Beyond itself, I become more than a lonely spirit, less than a tree, equally portion of flesh, in these mammals, adventures made of brightness, and sorrow captivated by the joyful pleasure themselves. I have stepped on a crossroad of good and evil, an scenery built by the mirrors felt in our souls, kaleidoscopic colors and souls in this inner music, plague inside of everybody, with tenderness in the heart, having so many things to do, but spiritually nothing else that finding these sparkles. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, poet Cristian Romero Diaz, for your beautiful starting. Now I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera from Peru. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from Peru. She is Ramina Herrera. By profession, she is a business administrator. She is a poetess, story writer. She obtained an honorable mention in the Floral Tales of the UNT 2002 with the story When the Jasmine Blooms. The collections of the poem Memories of the Unborn was published online by the magazine Voice of Spain in 2002. In 2006, it was included in the anthology Path of Poetry editorial fund of the provincial municipality of Cajamarca. She published six poetry books. She has received numerous prestigious awards for her poetic and narrative writings. The acclaimed and renowned poet from Cajamarca, Peru, Mr. William Guillen Padilla, written about Ramina's poetry. We are proud of her maturity and perseverance, eloquent and fluent command of language for the topics covered and for her manifest lucidity. Ramina Herrera emerged with singular writing to be inscribed on her own merit in the book of notable Peruvian poetry based on her poem And the Coffee Does Not Run Out, made a short film by production company Leanne Film and the co-production with J.M. Udil Mabri Film. Now I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toufiq, Sumon, Shubhurati, Bangladesh. Mil gracias a todos por la invitación y mil gracias en especial a todos los poetas con los que tengo el honor de compartir este bello momento mágico. Gracias a Egipto, Estados Unidos, Rusia, Turquía, Chile, Argentina y obviamente el gran país de Bangladesh. El primer poema que voy a leer se llama Léxicos Mendaces. Aragofóbica, pequeña, diminuta, soledad en los poros, fucsia en los labios, pensamientos compulsivos de almíbar en los oídos, y son solo bastardos augurios que se disuelven en segundos, en letras atestadas, plagadas de driadas de otros planos, que roban la tinta, las distorsionan, las esparcen en el níveo papel, inentendibles, confusas, alternas, y finalmente quieran heridas más abiertas, cráteres convulsionados por cobardes corazones que vociferan sin ecos en la raíz de sus gargantas, mentiras, solo mentiras, a mitad del desierto o en la atalaya de los arcanos. Donovan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera, for your beautiful starting. Now I am inviting Pilar Lopez Amorelli from Argentina. Now I am introducing one of the persuasive poetess who is from Argentina. She is Pilar Lopez Amorelli. She started her writing when she was a school student. At the same time, she started painting and doing sculpture. And then she went to a theater workshop. She had also exhibitions at the city's museum, Casa de Hernandez, Galleries Palacio, Thomas Cabarrera's A Gallery of City of Deliberated Council. She attended virtually many poetry festivals. She translated some poem of poet Mr. Santosh Kumar Pokhrel, and she published some magazine and web magazine uh, her poem. Now I am inviting poetess Pilar Lopez Amorelli to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toufiq. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to be here with you, among of you. The first poem I will read it in English and in Spanish. I knew it was you since the moment in which your side kissed my skin. I knew it was you since the moment in which the touch of your hand cursed my soul. I knew it was you since the moment in which I heard your name. I knew it was you since your eyes allowed me to get to heaven. I knew it was you since the moment in which your caresses allowed me to know the reason of it. And in Spanish, it's supe. Supe que eras tú desde el momento en que tu mirada besó mi piel. Supe que eras tú desde el momento en el que el roce de tu mano acarició mi alma. Supe que eras tú desde el momento en que escuché tu nombre. Supe que eras tú desde que tus ojos me permitieron llegar al cielo. Supe que eras tú desde el momento en que tus caricias me permitieron saber el porqué de todo ello. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Pilar Lopez Amorelli, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to start it. Now I am again inviting poetess Leanne Hunt to present her second poem. I think there is a network problem, so when she will come, I will give her the floor. Now I am inviting poetess Shulgina Irina to present her second poem today. Thank you.
Так как у меня много стихов и песен в народном стиле, я хотела бы исполнить немножечко опять также напою, а потом продолжу как стихотворение. Я на утренней на зоре. Я на утренней на зоре выйду к чистому ручью, наберу воды в ладони, все поляны окроплю. Босиком по чистым росам, словно ветер пролечу. Заплету я солнцу косы и зажгу зари свечу. Соберу ромашки в поле, незабудки соберу. Отпущу печаль на волю, пусть трепещет на ветру. Дай мне силы, ветер вольный света, солнышко душа. Хорошо наше приволье, и я, девка, хороша. Разливайся, моя песня, по озерам и прудам, по тропинкам тонким веся, да по нежным подцветам. Пусть услышит, друг мой милый, и подхватит песнь мою. Так же я его любила, так же я его люблю. Thank you.
Thank you very much, poetess Shulgina Irina, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to read. Now I am inviting poetess Turkan Ergor to present her second poem today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Turkish of my second poem. İbret. Nereye baksam ibret alıyorum ağaçtan bile. Hatta kuştan. Bir ses duyuyorum önce yavaştan. Sonra hızlanıyor, gök gürlüyor, yağmur yağıyor. İnsanlar kaçıyor telaştan. Duruyor yağmur, gökkuşağı çıkıyor ve insanlar mutlu oluyor bu hayattan. English of my second poem, lesson. Wherever I look, I am take lesson from. Even from the tree, even from the bird. I hear a sound, first slower then it gets faster, thundering. It is raining, people running away, rain stopping, rainbow coming out, and people being happy from this life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Turkan Ergor, for your beautiful
Thank you.
poem. Again, you have to read. I think there is some network problem today, so it is up down problem today. So we are watching, not problem. When they will come, we will give him the floor. Now again, I am inviting poetess Leanne Hunt from United States of America to present her second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Idaho. The cows are lowing. Dawn said it is weaning time. The calves taken from their mothers. Next morning, Jen remarks that it sounded like older cows calling and the younger calling back. Over and over, I wake to cows lowing. I sent my daughter away to help her. She wanted to go, but not to this place. The desert, the heat, the dust, pit foot, and bad food. The cows are so loud, as if our tent were surrounded by grieving mothers and their lost children. My daughter is on a cot next to me, so close I can hear her rustling through sleep. On my other side, Dawn breathes deep and steady. It is harvest, the wheat golden in the fields all around, the wind apple crisp. Tomorrow, Jen reaches out to her daughter for a hug. Mia, hesitant before an audience, returns to her mother. The cows quiet as morning brightens into warmth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Leanne Hunt, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to read. Now I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz. Now I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz to present his second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, my dear brother Toufiq Zohur. It's a privilege and one in a million opportunity to be here in this amazing program of yours. Um, and my second poem's title is Everything is Poetry. I'm going to read it in English and then in Spanish. Everything is poetry. In the meeting of each cell, the vision of the axis that releases the rain, a spirit that returns towards the end of the beginning. At the litmus blanket of our powerful mind, spun by the caramelized and milky heat that sutures the body in an almost eternal word known to man by the cloud title of love. And all this, and in that's poetry, the central interchange of each end, a trickle of water headed by the skies, freedom from prison between the skin, of a being terminated by the resonance of his own voice, overtuned under the letters of the ethereal wine that shows the relief in the hand of a new sun for all, setting in fire God for every molecule in the blood, about the union and thought and the joy of knowing nothing, the licking of the word. See into the silent bowl that opens spaces, dirty with neatness and emptied soul, not by fear, overcome by this incredible value of existence, drunken alveolus that in the kingdom of poets acquires the ancient scent of walking in a small child, feeling confusion, disgust, and talking with the fingers in each verse, more, even more than that, and all in the day exquisite for one night. All that it is poetry. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, poet Cristian Romero Diaz, for your beautiful presentation. Again, you have to read your such a beautiful poem. Thank you very much again. Now, I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera to present her second poem today. Thank you.
Gracias nuevamente. Gracias, Bangladesh. No me queda más que agradecer su gentileza por leerme, por verme. El segundo poema se titula Cuitas perdidas. Argumentando pintorescos ocasos, le cuento a los pinos mis cuitas perversas, sonrisas malparidas, historias craqueladas, cuando perdí el corazón en olas furiosas, carcomidas, y tuve que fingir, todo está bien, cuando mis dedos me enterraban en el zaguán solitario de mi propio cementerio. Regresé hace poco, con huesos fragmentados, hedor de músculos muertos, sin ojos en los cuencos. Pero alguien veneró al arquitecto y en acto de amor sincero se encendieron las velas, agua santa que regresó a mi cuerpo. Donovan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera, for your beautiful presentation. Again, you have to read. Thank you again. Now I am inviting Pilar Lopez Amorelli to present her second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The second poem is I will read it in English too and in Spanish. Tears from the heart. Lost regrets of innocent foundations. Tears of silver, fine cotton rain. Secluded sadness, unable to forget. You remember again agonies of optimistic sufferings by unnecessary fines of naive life, hypocritical light of aimless roads and uncertain path. And in Spanish is Lágrimas del corazón. Lamento perdido de fundamentos inocentes, lágrimas de plata, fina lluvia de algodón. Tristeza recluida incapaz de olvidar. Vuelves a recordar agonías de sufrimientos optimistas por hallazgos innecesarios de vida ingenua. Hipócrita luz de senderos inciertos y caminos sin rumbo. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Pilar Lopez Amorelli, for your beautiful poem. Now, again, I am inviting a poetess Leanne Hunt from United States of America to present her third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say I'm so grateful to be included. I am amazed by the talent and the scholarship of the other poets. They're wonderful. Thank you. The placebo effect and kinship, an apology to my father. Family brings you into this world and takes you back out. Only religion has killed more in the name of love, as a promise of belonging for keeps. A father's word has force, but gravity pulls down all idols, every ideal, any absolution. Necessity is the mother of destruction. Sailors navigated by stars for millennia, parents by smoke and mirrors, children by flickering candle and gaslight. Constellations and parental authority shift with time and knowledge. We cannot know the limits of our ignorance in a spherical world. We can only sail on. Do not grieve, Dad. We all are emperors in our heads, naked beneath our clothes. One generation pulls another into the world and pushes the other out. Life is an endless wake. Only the love remains. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leanne Hunt, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to read. Really, it touches our heart. Thank you again. From United States of America, now we are going to Russia to invite poetess Shulgina Irina to present her third poem today. Thank you.
I am from Siberia, and my poems about Siberia. Страна моя Сибирь, милая сторонка, развернись, родная, ширь с песней звонкой. С запада до на восток пролегла землица, от востока до востока путь продлится. Ты сурова сторона, каторжное место, но с правлением Петра всем известно, как вынослив и силен здесь народ сибирский и до нынешних времен богатырский. Сколько злата, серебра, камней, самоцветов, видно, очень к нам добра земля эта. Благодатная Сибирь с Русью породнилась и на сотни тысяч миль укрепилась. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Irina, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to read. Really, we have some mistake calculation so that the Serbian poet Marija Stankovic has to join very late. So now I am giving her floor. Now I am Marija Stankovic. Now I am introducing one of the persuasive poetess who is from Belgrade, Serbia. She is Marija Stankovic. She is 27 years old, has just recently published her first poetry book, and title of the book, A Part of Me, Dio Many, which has been a huge success so far, making her one of the top selling poetry writers of her generations in the country. More than 10 years ago, she was first featured in an anthology where her poems were published. Firstly written in Serbian and secondly both written and translated to English. In later years, she has participated in series of different cultural events taking place in her country. She has been a part of many anthologies and has been internationally published in magazine and different media formats. Margia writes about navigating life as an individual, differentiate in opinion between generations, about family, love, etc. She is a mother passionate about language and learning, working, and also keeping up with her passion for art, making a bond between traditional values and the modern world around us. Now I am inviting Marija Stankovic to present one after one. She will read two poems at a time. Now coming Marija Stankovic to present her two poems now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you hear me. And I have to say, I'm really sorry for being late. This happened because I think we made a miscalculation over the time differences. So thank you so much for having me. And I'm really honored to be meeting all of you, especially the host. And thank you for inviting. So I will be reading in my mother tongue, in Serbian language, a song called
The Together Song, zajednička pesma. Sve što si tamo duboko unutra i ja što sam u svom najdubljem. Srelo se do sad 100 puta, iza svih lica i naličja. Znamo se. Dani su uporni, hvala Bogu. Do sad je sutra uvek bio novi dan. Nije ni meni lako sa mnom, šta mogu? Skrati se, počekaj. Znaj ovo. Ni sa kim ne bih kao sa tobom delio korak i hleb i reč. Delio sito i rešeto, sve. Laže privid da ne volim. Volim te. Ali reči ne valja rasipati. Podelimo ih ipak na dane. U još neku pesmu nek stane ovaj naš život i ne prestane. This was the first song I was about to read, the Together song. Let's call it like that in English. And another song I will be reading to you is If I Only Had With Whom. Kada bih imao da imam sa kime. Večeras neka niko ne priča sa mnom. Kao što i ne priča. Da imam sa kime da progovorim, rekao bih sada. Lagao bih. Sigurno bih lagao tada. I čekao da ipak ostane taj neko moj. Teško je kada nisi nečiji. Još teže kada nisi ni svoj. Ja? Ne znam ja ništa o tom. Tako sam načuo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marija Stankovic, for your beautiful two poems. Though you are late, but your recitation is a very nice art. Your expression was so good, and please don't go.
Thank you so much, and I am really sorry I was not here since the beginning.
No, it's okay. This is your first time. You have to join with our show, so no problem. Next time it will be clear. Thank you very much. Now I am inviting Turkan Ergor. Now I am inviting to present the third poem, poetess Turkan Ergor, who is from Turkey.
Thank you. Turkish of my third poem, Ölüm. Ölüm nedir diye sorsalar ne cevap verirdiniz? Hayat ölüm ile bitti derken orada yeni hayat başlar. Giden haber vermiyor, bilmiyorum acaba oraya giden kişiyi birisi mi karşılar? English of my third poem. That, if they ask what is it, what would you answer? Life, when you say it is over with death, new life begins there. Outgoing does not inform, I don't know. I wonder the person who went there. Someone meets with him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear sister Turkan Ergor, for your beautiful presentation. Though you have to always write in short poem, but that is very much meaningful. We are grateful that your poem always touches our heart. Thank you very much, Turkan. Now I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz to present his third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. It's a privilege and honor, and all these good things that are happening in this amazing program and poetry space. I'm very grateful because the talent here is amazing. So thank you so much for it. My next poem is called New Age Poem, and it says like this. Composing sparks between the distances. The human is expelling his energy, and the pale vigor dreaming in a fiery seed. It is treasure center, contained and alive, designed in favor of liberating that essence, forget by the divine that brings us out, that that enters, and vice versa. Fossils, like the breath of trained seals and the usual acts of the colorful time, roaring the moose that express themselves, brave, brave to break the silence and thus perpetrate the light without night and darkness in a lost day. There is a little that I remember now. I could do more for light moments by conceal guilt-free mirror and spicy dressings that arise from danger when crushing the meat. The particular sentence irritated by the fiction that unite the distance with the inclement touch of a program dementia in each cell for that simple way to glide through space, the flattery of wind, water and fire, and let be earth in a static movement, full of that we call the love. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my dear friend and brother, and also Honorable President of UAG in Chile, Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz, for your beautiful presentation. You have to read. Now I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera from Peru to present her third poem.
Gracias nuevamente, querido amigo Toufiq. Thank you so much. Tercer poema titulado Imprecisa. Cosecho insomnios al surcir el corazón en estado estropajo. El mertiolare de esperanza hace lo suyo, como las manos de ángeles amigos que acarician la herida, cicatrizando con amor el dolor. Pedazos de vidrio cortantes, mierda pura de estólita elección. Donovan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera. Today you are also reading very short poem but very touchy poem. You have to reading today. Thank you very much. Really, day by day, when we had your poem, that's very much development. Really, it touches our heart. Thank you very much, Ramina, for your beautiful poem. Now I am inviting a poetess, Pilar Lopez Amorelli, who is from Argentina, to present her third poem today. Thank you.
Well, my third poem would be just in Spanish because I wasn't so sure of the translation in English. So it is Opening Roads in English, but I'm going to read it in Spanish. Abriendo caminos, reunidos por la razón y el ser, compartiendo un solo parecer, abriendo caminos, construyendo puentes, dejando de ser indiferentes, armando vidas por fusión de ideas, por infusión de colores, tierras y sabores, de destinos inciertos y caminos unificados por una sola voz, por una sola mano. ¿Qué sería de la vida si no hubiera un ideal, si no hubiera un sentido para encontrar la felicidad, si la inconsistencia de la hipocresía impidiera la unidad? ¿Qué sería de nosotros si no hubiera equidad, si fueran tan solo soliloquios de escaso contenido, incomprendidos y sin sentido? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Pilar, for your beautiful poem. Again, you have to read. Finally, we have to reach the last session. So now I am inviting my friend Leanne Hunt, who is from United States of America, to present her last poem today. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity, Toufiq. I am very grateful. Silhouettes. My daughter creates a silhouette of us, my figure carried within her own, as once my body did hers. We are black and white images, opposites and oppositional, a disordered flight of butterflies rising. I am encapsulated, absorbed. I burrow deep to let her carry me into the next world, a small fluttering no one sees. Thank you so much.
Really fantastic poem you have to read. Thank you very much, my friend Leanne Hunt, for your beautiful last presentation. Now I am inviting a world folk famous singer and the best poetess in Russia, Irina Shulgina, to present her last poem today. Thank you.
Mhm. My poems is sentimental или настроение. Ты возьми с собой настроение, да такое, чтоб пела душа. Посмотри вокруг без сомнения, хорошо жить и жизнь хороша. Пусть ветра разлук, пусть неверный друг, но сомнения прочь. Я хочу помочь, даже если все наперекосяк, все пройдет, знай, что это пустяк. Передай привет тем, кто хмурится и сгущает все краски вокруг. Кто от ярких дней вечно хмурится, у кого вдруг сломался каблук. Вам и невдомек, жизнь дает урок, и сомнения прочь. Я хочу помочь. Даже если все наперекосяк, все пройдет. Знай, что это пустяк. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shulgina, Irina, for your beautiful last presentation. Again, we will make a program in between Bengali song and Russian song. You have to join before 1 year ago in a cultural show in Bengali song and the Russian song. I think again we will make a plan for future with you. Thank you very much, Irina, Shulgina, for your beautiful time you have to given us. Now I am inviting my sister Turkan Ergor to present her last poem today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Turkish of my fourth poem, Rüya. Bir rüyadır bu dünya. Başlarsınız yaşamaya. Bir süre devam eder bu rüya. Bazen güzel şeyler yaşarsınız. Bazen kabus gibi görünür bu dünya. Ve bir gün biter elbet. Uyanınca anlarsın gördüğün rüya. English of my fourth poem, Dream. It is a dream, this world. You start to live, continues for a while. This dream. Sometimes you live beautiful things. Sometimes it looks as like nightmare, this world. And certainly, and one day, you will understand when you wake up, what you see is dream. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Turkan
Thank
Ergor, for your
you.
beautiful finishing. Now I am inviting poet Cristian Romero Diaz to present his last poem today. Thank you.
What can I say? So much talent reunited here today, and I'm very truly honored, and I feel privileged. And you, you have an amazing voice, Irina. Congratulations, and the poetry here is outstanding. Thank you so much.
No, my dear brother, you are the part of Uddan Little Magazine, so you are always welcome in our show. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother Tofik, and congratulations to all. You're all amazing, amazing, amazing. And I know I promised to read a poet in Spanish, so I'll do it. This is the same poem that I read a moment ago, but it in Spanish. Everything is poetry, and in Spanish is todo es poesía. And it says like this. En el encuentro de cada célula, la visión del eje que suelta la lluvia, un espíritu que regresa hacia el final del comienzo, y la manta tornasol de nuestra mente poderosa. engendrada por el golpe caramelizado y lácteo que sutura los cuerpos en un vocablo casi eterno, conocido por el hombre con el título obnubilado de amor. Todo esto, ello y aquello, eso es poesía. El intercambio central de cada extremo, un gotear del agua encaminada hacia los cielos, la libertad del presidio entre la piel, de ser un ser finiquitado por la resonancia de su propia voz, volcada bajo las letras del vino etéreo que muestra el alivio entre las manos de un nuevo sol para todos, incendiando a Dios por cada molécula en la sangre, sobre la unión de un pensamiento y la alegría de no saber nada, el lamer de la palabra, ver dentro del cuenco silencioso que abre espacios, sucios de pulcritud y alma desatada, anudada por el miedo, vencida por ese valor increíble de la existencia, alveolo ebrio que en el reino de los poetas adquiere el aroma antiguo del caminar en un niño pequeño, sentimiento, confusión y asco de hablar con los dedos en cada verso. Aún más y todo eso en un día exprimido por una noche, eso es la poesía. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, poet Cristian Romero Diaz, for your beautiful finishing. Now I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera to present her last poem today. Thank you.
Gracias nuevamente, mil gracias a Pochondo Kori Bangladesh, Pochondo Kori. El último poema se titula Deus, Dios o God. No importa cómo lo llamemos, sabemos que existe un solo Dios y aunque mucha gente no crea en Él sí cree en nosotros. Deus. La verdad me estampó sobre el frío cemento, cual meteorito en vertiginoso descenso. Solo fe pidió y dudé. El yo soy me abofeteó una vez más, cataclismo epidérmico que sacudió mi cuerpo y me gritó en silencio con dolor de cabeza y electricidad en mis venas. Aquí estoy, sujetándote siempre, tu mano. Donovan, thank you so much, mil gracias,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera, for your beautiful finishing. Now I am inviting poetess Pilar Lopez Amorelli to present her last poem. I will give the floor to Marija because she has only read two poems. So at the last time she will read two poems. That all the poems has to read today four poems. So she will read two poems and that the program will be finished. Now I am inviting poetess Pilar Lopez Amorelli to present her last poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toufiq. My last poem is Absence. I'm like absent in my perennials and in the days of my life. I'm like absent in the agony nights and in the torment days. I'm like absent with life between my hands and with no time to live, because life comes and goes and it doesn't stop, because the path I follow has no sense, and to oblivion I lift the steps, because the silence I keep, it is what I say, because the unconscious world is no longer innocent, and what I pursue no longer runs to me, because the drought of my soul is the one that overflows, because as far as I live, it is the life that I die. And in Spanish, it is ausencia. Estoy como ausente en la pena de mis males y en los días de mi vida. Estoy como ausente en las noches de agonía y en los días de tormento. Estoy como ausente, con la vida entre las manos y sin tiempo de vivirla, porque la vida va y viene y no se detiene, porque el camino que sigo no tiene sentido y los pasos los dejo al olvido, porque el silencio que callo es lo que digo, porque lo inconsciente del mundo ya no es inocente y lo que persigo ya no corre en lo mío, porque la sequía del alma es la que rebalsa, porque en la medida que vivo es la vida que muero. Thank you so much, Toufiq.
Thank you very much, my dear friend Pilar Lopez Amorelli, for your beautiful last poem you have to read. Today, you know, our episode number is 129 is going, and we have to reach the last moment. So that I am inviting our new friend, poetess Marija Stankovic, to present her two poems, because she read only two poems, and all the friends today read four poems. So she will read one after one another two poems, and then the program will be finished. Thank you very much. Now coming, poetess Marija Stankovic to present her two poems. Thank you.
Thank you once again. I wanted to say this has been amazing. Listening to you has been amazing. And I have shortly tried to translate one of these two poems. So, just a few sentences. It is called To Be Young Again. Does your heart, like mine sometimes does, wish for this one little funny thing? To be young again, to meet each other for the first time, and to be once more all that we once were. So I will be reading the poem in Serbian, in my own language. It is called Da sam mlada, or as I said, To Be Young Again. Da li tvoje kao moje ponekad srce poželi tu blesavu stvar? Da sam mlada i ponovo te prvi put sretnem, da si mlad i sve što si bio tad. Drugi smo ljudi danas. Od tada, kao da su prošla 2 veka, naša stara pohabana ljubav sedi i čeka. Jednu ženu, ali njih više nema. Da li tvoje, kao moje ponekad, srce poželi tu blesavu stvar? Da sam mlada i ponovo te prvi put sretnem, da si mlad i sve što si bio tad. So this other poem is called Years, godine, about years passing when you love and miss someone. Godine idu rano moja, mene biva sve manje, a ti samo rasteš. Ko svemir, da li si ili još tolika? Vredi li išta? Ne vredi ništa. S tobom sam odavno na ti. Znaš me bolje, deo si mene takav da čini se bez tebe da sam ništa i niko. Ali nije baš tako. Sećam se sebe, šta sve pre tebe mogo sam biti. Kad nađem način, obećavam ti, prodisaću, a tebe ostaviti. Godine idu. Thank you so much once again for this amazing opportunity. I was listening to you all firmly. You did amazing. Your poems are amazing. And thank you for listening to my 4 poems.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marija Stankovic. Though you have to join the last moment, but you have to fulfill your all poet reading. Thank you very much again. Now we have to reach the last moment. So I am giving the floor to my friend Leanne Hunt to say something about today's program. Today, what you feel, please say something, only 1 minute. Leanne Hunt.
I want to thank Toufiq for inviting me, and I want to thank everyone for sharing their beautiful poetry and showing that even though we live in different places, we can all connect and share and I have so much to learn from all of you. I am very grateful for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I think there is a network problem already has to create it. No problem. We can understand the voice of your. Thank you very much again. Now I am giving the floor to my friend Shulgina Irina to say something about today's program, about your feelings, about your poetry. Only 1 minute.
Я очень рада нашей встрече. Я вас несказанно полюбила. И надеюсь, мы будем продолжать дружить в Фейсбуке. И спасибо уважаемому Тофику, что он нас объединил. И сердечно вас благодарю.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Irina Shulgina, for your beautiful comments. Now I am giving the floor to my brother, Cristian Romero Diaz, to say something about your poetry, about today's program. 1 minute.
It's a unique privilege, and it's an amazing experience to have in touch poetically with your amazing poetry, poems,
Да,
and it has been
надо,
an
чтобы
honor
были все.
and an experience that enlight and enrich your soul. Thank you so much for this opportunity, my brother Toufiq Zohur, and all of you amazing poetesses and talented,
Thank you very much. Thank you,
very
my
talented.
brother
Thank you so much.
Cristian Romero Diaz, for your beautiful comments. Now I am inviting poetess Ramina Herrera to say something about your poetry, about today's program. Only 1 minute. Ramina Herrera.
muchas gracias en primer lugar al hacedor de todo que permite estar aquí. Mil gracias, Toufiq, Zumon, Pochondo, Kori, Bangladesh, Maher y Yur. Inmensamente agradecida y complacida por haber estado en esta plataforma con grandes poetas y aunque yo no entienda sus idiomas, la cadencia de la lectura, de la poesía, hace que este espacio sea mágico. Y nunca olviden que es magia y bendición vivir en tus versos, poesía. Donovan, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramina. Now I am inviting poetess Turkan Ergor to say something about your poetry, about today's program. Only 1 minute. Turkan.
Thank you, my brother. Poetry for me is a brief summary of thoughts, feelings, words, and sometimes imagination. Poetry is an art that embellishes emotions. Poetry is to communicate with words. The common language of poetry is love. Although we speak different languages, we all speak the same language with poetry and express love. A great program. Thank you, my brothers. I like it. Different country, different language, but love is the common language of all poets. Poets describe love in their poems. Congratulations to all of you. I like all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I am inviting to giving the floor to poetess Pilar Lopez Amorelli to say something about today's program, about your poetry feelings. Pilar, only 1 minute.
Thank you so much, Toufiq, for inviting me. Thank you, all of you, for being there. It's an honor to be among of you. It's like Turkan just said, love is the only language we can, all of us, we can understand and in different languages, but it's just one. And thank you for being there. It's magical to me to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Finally, I am going to Marija Stankovic to say something about today's program, about your poetry, about your feelings. Only 1 minute. Marija.
I want to thank the host, firstly, everyone watching, and also the participants of this amazing event. You have all been lovely, and your poetry is amazing. Thank you for giving poetry a voice and a chance to spread all throughout the world, no matter what country you come from. So thank you once again. Hvala vam. And pozdrav iz Srbije. Sending regards from Serbia.
Thank you very much, Marija Stankovic, for your beautiful speech you have to deliver now. That's the completed our show today. We have a slogan: "The sky of poetry is one." Poetry unites people, and poetry has no boundaries. So we are here. Last 3 years, we are working this arena and our platform now successfully running, and we have done 129 program in international poetry show, so that we are togetherly we have under one umbrella, that is the poetry umbrella, and we believe that one day the world will be free from all the dirty and the bad things, and then the or only one things will be blows around the world, that is the rose garden. This rose garden made by the poet, we believe so that we are writing in poetry, and we are already touches 52 countries around the world to join in our show day by day. So friends and all the poets and distinguished viewers who are watching this show today, everybody, God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you again. And again, we will invite you another show. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye bye.